This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
This is Beaverville. Come on in.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward ahead.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
Line is waiting, fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. Wow. There's lightning in your stride. For the warriors.
All right, we're getting everybody situated. It's a big Thursday on the Power Trip Morning Show. Seats are being swapped. Microphones traded. People connected to England. There's a lot going on. But John Kriesel's here. Good morning, up? John Kriesel.
Good morning.
John, Paul, John. John, Zach, John. John, Mark, Carr. Chris. John,
yes,
John, Chris.
What's up, Chris?
Hi, guys. What's up, fellas?
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning to you. It is lovely 11:31 in the morning over here. As you guys just opened your pretty eyeballs, I've been up, got a workout in, walked through a graveyard, talked over some movies, did some fun stuff. Rode over here with Ben Lieber and heard about what it's like to sit in a Roman bath and, all kinds of great stuff this morning. I'm halfway through my day.
Did you say talk over some movies?
Yeah, we talked over the new Leo DiCaprio movie, which I took a 40-minute Uber ride to see yesterday.
And it was worth it?
My God, it's good.
Yeah.
I really loved it, man.
Which one is that called again?
It's called One Thing After Another.
Okay.
One battle after another.
One battle after another. That's it. That's right. I'm thinking about my life. Either one actually works for my life, actually, now that I think about it. But no, I just I was glad that I took the ride that I did to go see it. It was quite good. I really enjoyed it. It's Yeah, I don't want to blow it because one of the things I've been making sure I do lately, and I think Kriesel, you and I may have talked about this kind of thing before. I try not to know a thing about a movie before I go see it, especially if it's getting good ratings. Like the movie about the scary movie that came out not long ago.
Weapons.
Yeah, Weapons. I didn't know anything about it when I went, and it turned out that I loved it so much more because of that. So I'm trying to do that more often, and that's how it was going into this movie. I freaking loved it. So it was well worth an Uber ride to a town I wasn't sure I'd ever get back from.
Well, speaking of that, John, based on your social media yesterday, you had not heard the news in the last 48 hours that somebody had won $1 million on Wheel of Fortune because you were reacting as if you had not heard yet.
That's right. Yeah.
It was fun, right?
It was wild, yeah. My wife's flight got delayed from Amsterdam, and so Chloe was devastated because she wasn't going to see her before bedtime.
Aww.
So we did, all right, we're going to make spaghetti because she wanted spaghetti. We're going to have ice cream and watch the Wheel of Fortune.
God, can you be my dad?
I'll be your daddy.
Man,
minus the spaghetti part.
Well, spaghetti without the spaghetti sauce, but buttered noodles, spaghetti, ice cream, and wheel. That's essentially my entire life.
Yeah.
Can I move in?
Of course.
Will you butter his noodles, please?
Yeah,
We have
butter
enough
them
bedrooms. And then right off the bat, Chloe goes, I like that girl. I'm picking her to win. And the gal was pretty, blonde. And so it was like,
Okay.
all right.
Chris
here we
picked her
go,
too.
And little did she was doing great. I'm like, oh, she's probably going to win this thing. That's the last thing I expected, of course. It's, 3 other times it's happened?
Yeah, something like that.
And never when I was watching. This was a day later. But holy smokes.
Man.
I'm just glad that we didn't start watching. Because if it was close to 6:30, we would have just watched yesterday's. And now I saved 10 of them. But eventually it would have got washed away.
Hey, you know the final wheel where they spin the wheel to see which envelope they land on?
Yep.
How many spots are on that wheel? 20-something maybe?
Because it's America's
30
game.
maybe?
And it's there's an ampersand. So what is it? It's something and America's game or?
So I think it's got to be 20-ish. Maybe a little bit more than that. 25-ish, 25. I'm just thinking, like, you have to win the game. You have to land on the $1 million wedge in the game. Then you have to win the game, and then you have to
not
hit a bankrupt, which happened last night, by the way. Spoiler: somebody had it and then bankrupt like a round or so later.
Oh.
But then you have to have it land on the envelope in the final round, which is if it's 20, if it's 20 of them, we're talking of 20-ish. We're talking 4 or 5% chance of landing on it. Everything has to go your way. You got to get super lucky.
And
so cool
to see her. I was shocked. I was completely shocked. And Chloe's like, the Wheel of Fortune final round wheel features 24 spaces.
24.
And 24. Chloe's like, 24. Oh my God, that's a lot of money, but I want to be under that confetti. That looks so fun. And I'm like, but $1 million.
You want the money, you can buy all the confetti you want.
100%.
Man.
Yeah, that was awesome.
The freaking wheel.
Cool to see.
Yeah, man.
It's been long overdue, similar to the initials game jackpot.
Yeah, we're over 100K. Somebody's got to win this thing. Maybe Chloe should just point to somebody.
She should.
I mean, for God's sakes. I didn't see the clip yet. I've just heard it and read about it. How did Seacrest do in a moment like that compared to Sajak?
He did great.
He's fine.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he immediately gave her a hug because she wanted a hug but didn't know if that was okay, and then just hugged. And then Vanna came over and got a hug, and he was like, "You're my first $1 million." But let's be honest, he was hard as a rock. It was obvious.
Wow. Like a
it was
rock.
incredible.
The funny thing,
the confetti hid most of it.
Yeah, correct.
But you think about it, it's cool, and they get it. But $1 million to Seacrest is not a ton of money. I was thinking about that aspect of it, going, "This is awesome for the contestant," but to win $1 million for him, of course, he'd take it.
Yeah, if you see that, Rich, though, I should actually email him. He's one of my teammates here at iHeart. I should email him and see how he's doing.
Wish him luck, too.
Yeah, wish him luck.
I don't know if you can.
Of course he can. We're teammates of his. We're coworkers. We're equals.
Just hit global email and send it to everybody. It'll get to him. I mean, we have access to every person. That's worked out well for a lot of our coworkers.
This is... Ryan Seacrest's reported annual salary is around $75 million, though this includes his various ventures and not a single paycheck. He earns approximately $28 million per year to host Wheel of Fortune, and a reported $12 million per season for American Idol. Wait, is he still American Idol guy?
Yeah, I think so.
And what does he make? And then radio shows reported to make $15 million annually.
In gift cards?
Must be, yeah.
Man, do they match his 401k?
I hope so. I hope he has that. I hope he's going to be okay. I'm glad we're all supporting him.
It was a great movie, huh, Chris?
It was a really, really good movie. Yes. Absolutely.
Man, I want to see that.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, man. There are a couple of things during the film where, I was momentarily I was like, this is really well done. And it's not like I got distracted from the movie, but there's a chase scene. I won't give anything away, but there's a chase scene where I don't even know how they did the camera work that they did, but it was so awesome. And I just momentarily, I was like, I'm seeing something I've never seen before. But it's one of I don't want to say his name because I didn't get his permission. But one of the guys who works for the Vikings was telling me it seemed like he took inspiration from 3 different directors, like Tarantino. There were moments you felt like you were watching Sicario. There were moments you felt like you were watching Burn After Reading. It was paying homage to a lot of different films. But Leo DiCaprio is so great. I mean. And there's Benicio del Toro is in this film, but in a different way that I've ever seen him before. And I desperately want to know more about his character. That's how good the film is. There's an ancillary character that I want to see an entire film about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, build the universe out a little bit.
Yeah.
Paul Thomas Anderson, he doesn't. I thought he'd made more movies than this. It's a pretty short list, but here's the movies he's directed.
Okay.
Hard 8. I don't remember that from 1996.
Do you remember it from last night?
Well, but honestly,
I saw it 3 times.
Yeah. Speaking of Hard 8, the next year he kind of broke through because 1997 was Boogie Nights. That was a huge deal. Magnolia in 1999. Punch Drunk Love with Sandler.
Great movie.
In 2002. There Will Be Blood in 2007.
One of the best movies of all time.
Then The Master in 2012. Inherent Vice 2014. Phantom Thread with Daniel Day-Lewis again in 2017. Licorice Pizza 2021. One battle after another 2025. So he only makes a movie every like 3 or 4 or 5 years.
High hit rate, though.
Yeah.
I've had Master and Commander on my iPad for like a year, and I've not
really?
watched it. Have you guys seen it yet? That's
the-
Philip Seymour Hoffman, right?
Yeah, this is The Master, though, you're talking
The
about.
Master. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Master and Commander is the Russell Crowe like ship movie. This is The
Okay.
Master, though, with Philip Seymour Hoffman. Though you
Okay,
were
I got
correct.
them mixed up then. Okay, I've not seen that.
I think this is the one that's about Scientology, is it not? I never saw The Master. I believe it's the L. Ron Hubbard bit.
It's about Scientology, and you didn't see it. Are you?
Yeah.
Come on.
I know.
Yeah.
Yours has 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not that that's the gospel. It has a poor rating for bad thoughts, which is outstanding. I do feel like Rotten Tomatoes gets a little snobby. You know, some of these reviewers
But
take
when it's
themselves too
universal
seriously.
like that, that's normally
Yeah.
a good sign.
Correct. Yep.
And Sauce,
Yep.
you might be on his Wikipedia page right now.
Yeah.
Do you know who Paul Thomas Anderson is with for like the last quarter of a century? I don't know if they're married or if they're just together. I don't know if it's a Goldie Hawn situation.
I just X'd out of
Yeah,
it.
this just says partner, so I don't believe they're
Sarah
married.
Michelle
Not a bad guess.
Is it?
Gellar. Jennifer Love Huge Boobs.
Yeah, is it
Nope.
Jennifer
Oh,
Love?
those things are cannons.
Yeah, they are cannons. They're huge.
Jesus. This is an SNL alumni.
Oh,
Alumnus?
is it
Alumnus? Alumni? Which one is it?
Is it Kristen Wiig?
Incorrect. Maya Rudolph, your favorite.
Oh, yeah.
I love her.
I do too.
And she's she's related to somebody famous, right?
Yeah, the reindeer.
Oh, brilliant.
Rudolph?
No, Dontarius Thomas.
Oh, how do you remember that?
That was a sweet ass nickname.
Yeah.
It is a great nickname. It really, really is.
Man, I haven't said that name in a long time.
Yeah. How do you remember that?
I don't know.
He played like 2 years for the Vikings.
Yeah, and for a while he looked like he was going to be really good.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Really good.
Forgot all about him.
Chris, you did your Survivor pick, right?
I did. Thank you
Okay.
very much. In
Yep,
fact,
yep.
you know what I did, Kreese? I did mine for every game the rest of the season in case I forget.
Just in case.
Yep.
Yep.
Right on.
I know we have what almost 2 hours, right? 2+ hours. I'm still thinking about switching because the Niners have no one tonight. They are decimated.
Yeah, it's over.
Hey.
Yeah.
So
are the
I think
Vikings.
good point. I think the Sports Center said something like that game. The Niners at the Rams opened up as the Rams with a 3.5 point favorite. As of this broadcast, it was 8.5. I haven't checked DraftKings. It's just, I mean, the Rams are a giant favorite.
Yeah.
They were saying this is the biggest dog the Niners have been in 5 years.
Yeah, it's still 8.5.
Man.
Yeah, and
That's huge.
No Purdy, no Juwan Jennings, no Ricky Pearsall. And of course, no Kittle. He's on the IR. So you just look at who the hell is Mac Jones going to throw to if Christian McCaffrey doesn't do something.
And Puka Nakua is on an all-time heater.
Yeah, so I don't know. How about that guy quit? Did you see that?
Somebody
Yeah, he
quit?
did.
So,
Yeah, I got the story right here if you want.
yeah, Xavier Howard. Go ahead, break it down. for
Oh,
the
yeah.
Colts.
The guy,
I was reading it.
He played
Just
for
quit.
the Dolphins, right?
Used
For a
to,
while?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But he got smoked by Puka, and he's like, yeah, God's telling me that my career should be done. That's like almost literally
Didn't
what
the
he
last
said.
guy that quit play for the Colts? The guy that quit like mid-game?
Yeah, at halftime.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he did.
Remember, the Colts secondary is calling it a career just 4 games into the season. Indianapolis quarterback Xavier Howard has abruptly announced his retirement 1 month into the 2025 campaign. The 4-time Pro Bowler signed with the Colts in August after 1 year away from football. The 32-year-old said in a social media post that he is no longer willing to put football before his family, just days after a disappointing performance against the Los Angeles Rams and star wideout Puka Nakua. Howard started 103 games during his career and led the league in interceptions, but got burnt so bad he has to go to the burn unit.
Oh,
Jeez. Oh, yeah, and don't forget about Nick Bosa's knee injury also,
yeah,
too.
he's out.
Just
as well.
decimated. They got no one.
They're decimated. But the Rams are good, and there's some options down the road, so that's
Yeah.
where...
No, I don't know.
Mac Jones is going to make his third start at quarterback with starter Brock Purdy set to miss a game due to a lingering toe injury. San Francisco will be without wide receivers Juwan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, and Jordan Watkins for the matchup. It's basically the NFL's a mash unit at this point,
Yeah,
especially
man.
your Vikings.
Yeah, but how about the
Purdy
thing
didn't
that
look
popped
good
up
last week either.
yesterday?
You could see it.
on the injury report from the Browns is Myles Garrett didn't practice.
Oof, I know. That might be a rest thing, though. I have no
It was
idea,
not.
man. It's
It
such
was
a
an
weird-
ankle injury.
Was it really?
They could say that.
Yeah, but
and
But Stefanski said it's questionable.
Yeah.
I think his official status, at least according to ESPN.com, is they're saying it's questionable.
But you
'cause he's
have to
day-to-day.
put anything on there, or you get fined.
Yeah, but you
There's
can
been-
write rest day. Like a lot of
Like
these
Darisaw
guys.
yesterday.
Darisaw took a rest day. Yeah. It was like a non-injury related, rest day. Yeah.
It was a chance for Darisaw to learn how to not false start in huge parts of the game. I'm
Speaking
not
of
pissed
that-
about the game right now. Still, don't worry about it.
I haven't been called an old son of a bitch yet. Is
You
Tommy,
old son of a
no.
bitch.
No.
No
is
Tommy
Tommy
today.
out with a toe injury? Did he lose a
No.
left nut? Is he reported as questionable? Is he out? What is his
So,
status?
My sources say when he had a
HIV.
slumber party with his brother that so far they have not returned home,
Yeah.
Oh no!
They're,
and they may be headed to the courthouse.
Yeah.
they're on the they're reading the other side of the menu.
Yeah. They're trying to argue that they should allow brothers to wed.
Don't you picture it at being like a Peter Pan situation? Like they're off right now in Never Neverland, trying
Oh,
to get
yeah.
to that star and just going on till morning, and they'll never come home.
Oh, I thought you meant
he
one of them
seems so
just
happy.
one of them just slathers Peter Pan peanut butter all over their crotch, and the other one licks it
Oh,
off.
my God.
I think it's more likely that one of them hits somebody in the Peter with a pan.
Oh, my God.
Just to see if it restarts.
Just to see if they still feel anything.
Lord, jeez.
Am I allowed to say that? Is
Yeah,
it fine?
of course.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're
All right, good.
I just love that the Olsen family about a decade ago was like, this is so nice. Tommy gets to be on the
No.
radio. Now, 10 years later, they're like, the worst thing that ever
Yeah.
happened to our family is
Yeah.
him opening his mouth for a decade.
And how, like, every other week he'll get a text from a parent, like, enough.
Enough.
Stop.
That's enough, Tommy.
Yeah.
Real quick, guys, just so you know, just a little preview for the day. Ben Lieber will be joining me, and he did go to Stonehenge,
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
and he did go to a Roman bath,
Ooh.
and he
Calm
did
down,
stay at
Zach.
a bed and breakfast in the town of what was the town, Jared? You remember? Maybe Bath. I don't know. Anyway, so he's got lots of stories, and I'm putting an effort in to get Sarah Walsh from the NFL Network, who's going to be doing sideline reporting for us on the show for us at some point before I leave the show today. So lots to try to get to today.
Very cool. And I assume Tom Pelissero at 8:20.
That's exactly right. Yes.
What's the deal with Flash? You normally coordinate a little bit with that. Is Flash on today as well, or
I have not heard from him, so I would assume the 100.
Yeah.
Yes, he will be in.
All right, so we got lots to talk about between
Lots to talk
now
about.
and 9 o'clock. And, of course, Johnny K's here, John Kriesel. Sauce, hell of a first segment. Well done.
Yeah, thanks to my amazing friends at Gutter Helmet and GutterHelmetMN.com. Never clean your gutters again, like Parrish, my dad, and myself.
Bonus Bucks is back on KFAN. We have 9 chances for you to win $1,000 every weekday. That's every hour from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. To enter the keywords and learn more, and go to KFAN.com. Bonus Bucks is presented by 2 men and a junk truck.
All right, welcome back to the Power Tour Morning Show. Chris is in England. Johnny K is here. Not going to be here tomorrow, but hey, look, no Tommy. This fit perfectly for us, fit perfectly for you. We'll call it a day. Pretty cool, man.
Hell yeah.
And you said you're still not over that Vikings loss in Ireland?
No, that pissed me off. It was, yeah. It would have been less aggravating had they not made the comeback. And they played like ass and still should have won that game. They should have. And that at the end of the game, I think they're going to go down and score a touchdown. And they had to shoot themselves in the foot so many times. And I was annoyed at the clock management. I love KOC, but I think our guy made a ton of mistakes last week, and they still should have come away with a win. So now this is very much a must win this weekend, in my opinion.
Yeah, you could argue at 2-2. This is about as close as it gets because the schedule is going to get tough, and you're facing a 1-3 Brown squad that is desperate and switching quarterbacks. But the flip side, of course, is the injury list for the Vikings. It's pretty significant.
Yep.
It's no joke. So we'll see.
And
they're still slight
when
favorites.
Your backups are hurt, then you're in a weird spot.
It's the bye week, as annoying as it can be, how early it is in the season, could not have come at a better time for them.
You are correct.
And so you get out of here 3-2. And then you get your week off, come back against. I mean, it gets meaty right after the bye. And so we will quickly see what this team's made of. The Lions are back. The Lions are the best team in the NFC North. So there's no messing around. And if they want to be in the division race at the end, they need to put the pedal down. No, everyone has injuries. No one feels sorry for this team. They can't do it either. So let's go.
So, Chris, you still have 3 days in England before the game. That's got to be kind of trippy. But it seems like you've been there for 3 months.
It does seem like a long trip, and I am not going to complain because this is the trip of a lifetime, and if I don't take advantage of it, it's my own fault. But it is a long time to be gone. I'm not going to lie to you. It feels sort of like being the most pampered prisoner of all time, if you want to know the truth, because we are a long ways away from London, and we're
how far of a ride or drive?
as the bird flies, probably 45 minutes to an hour. As a car drives, about 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, that traffic sucks.
Traffic's terrible. And, so we're pretty isolated out here. We've got just the best place. In fact, we're at the Overflow Hotel, which is about 10 minutes from the team hotel. And I like it better. It's a little smaller, but it's still a really old estate. And it's just beautiful. And the food is really, really good. And you have access to everything. And they have a van going back and forth to the team hotel where the food is fantastic. And they got people making exactly what you want for you. And there's everything that you could possibly want, except access to things to do. So I've been trying to get myself to slow down. I've been taking the time to write a little bit. I've been doing other things, but I also feel like I'm in England. I don't want to waste my opportunity to go see things I'm never getting a chance to see. So
sure.
Andy's going to be here at 2 local time, and we're going to try to get out and do some fun things. He's going to show me around a little bit. We're going to maybe try to go into London tomorrow night to go to a heavy metal bar called The World's End that he likes a lot. So I'm going to try to do things, but I'm also doing myself a favor and trying to slow down a little bit. I think that's kind of the difference between living here and living at home is people don't move very quickly here. They take their time and get things done and spend time with each other and talk, and that's kind of foreign to us.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the bar that's based on that movie?
I don't know why it's the same name. I know it is the same name. I don't know if it has anything to do with it or not. But
like the zombie bit?
Yeah, exactly. It literally is a heavy metal bar, though. You walk in and Pantera's playing as loud as you can possibly get. And,
that sounds perfect
It's
for you.
really cool. Hey, speaking of that, by the way, I do want to mention, and you guys probably remember him. I'm sure you saw it. And I know, Corey, you and I have talked about it before, but rest in peace to Conrad, who was the backstage director of First Avenue, somebody who had been a member of the rock and roll community since, before time began and before I began my time here. But Conrad was his name. If you were ever at First Avenue and you saw a gentleman with long dreadlocks in the backstage area, that was him. It was basically his place. If you were at First Avenue and you were playing there or you were seeing a band you loved, you saw Conrad, and he passed away. And the music community in Minneapolis is mourning him today.
Yeah. Saw a lot of love for him on social media.
Yeah.
Do you remember him at all, guys?
I don't know.
I've never been to First Ave.
He was a fixture, man. I tell you, he was very intimidating, and but when you got to know him, he was just a sweetheart of a guy, and he'd seen and been a part of everything that ever happened there. Can you imagine the things he saw?
Oh, I bet.
I can't even imagine. And he was a listener too. The last time I was there to see, I forget the name of the band that I saw there, but I went there by myself just on a whim, and I saw him backstage, and he said hi to me and said that he liked the show. So that was the last time I got a chance to see him, and he was just a sweetheart of a guy.
R.I.P.
Yeah, man. Good dude, man. That's
First
a rock and roll
Ave's
life right there.
outstanding. Yeah.
It really
Really
is.
is.
I love that place.
Yeah.
Chris, you've never been there.
I've never been
Dude, you
there.
got to change that. It's an institution.
I know.
It's so good.
Every time I've been close, something else has come up, and yeah.
We got to find a show for you.
Yeah, I don't want to be told to stand up.
Well, then don't go to 30 Seconds to Mars.
I did
He'll
that
yell
not
at
long
you.
ago, by the way. Did
Oh,
you hear
yeah.
that on the show there?
What's
Kriesel?
that?
We were at Treasure Island, and I was trying to get a gentleman to stand up so I could see him, and of course he could not stand up, so I had my moment. Corey hates me forever.
We all call that the George W. Bush. I think
Exactly.
I think he did that at like a wounded veteran thing, and he's like, stand up if you could, or whatever, and then was like,
Yeah.
oh
Come
on,
my
buddy.
God, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Corey was like, no, forget about it. You're fine.
Yeah. I was like, no, Corey, make him stand up.
Freaking Jared Leto.
Yeah, Jared
this
Leto,
new
man.
Tron movie looks great.
It really
That was my meat sauce impression.
Yeah.
God, it looks terrible.
Hey, Hawk, have you started the show Task?
I don't even know what it is. No.
10 out of 10.
It's a 10 out of 10. The show Corey's talked about.
It's on HBO. It's fantastic.
I have not heard about it.
Bad thoughts, Chris. Bad thoughts, bad thoughts, bad thoughts. I know you've got time on the flight back. I'm telling you, and they're 20 minutes an episode. If you hate it, then I owe you. But it is, I believe you're going to love it because it's your type of sense of humor.
Everything you've told us about Bad Thoughts, Task is the exact opposite.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite.
It's very serious, very heavy, but just unbelievably well written.
It's a perfect show. It's
awesome.
So good.
Yep, they're through 4 episodes. They have like 3 or 4 left. I don't know if it's 7 or 8, but it's something like that. And
what service is it on?
It's on HBO Sunday nights, and again, they're halfway through it, but it's fantastic.
So good.
Fantastic.
All right, front page sports is next. Lots to get to. Again, Chris is live in England. John Kriesel is here. This is a Thursday morning on the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
The Black Parade marches into Minnesota. My Chemical Romance is back, and it's going to be loud. It's going to be emotional. And absolutely unforgettable at Target Field on August 24th. Tickets are on sale now. Get all the details at KFAN.com. Just make the keyword calendar.
All right, welcome back to the Power Trip Morning Show. Let's do front page sports. Lots to get to, especially Vikings and Browns related, because we're just a couple of days away from the second international game of the Viking season.
Time now for front page sports. Presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores, you can buy more, save more when it comes to Mountain Dew. 3 for $6. Mix and match any flavors you want on Mountain Dew. Those 20 ounces. The trolley flavor is there, the new trolley flavored Mountain Dew. But if you like Diet Mountain Dew, if you like regular Mountain Dew, I think you guys understand what varieties mean.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, get whatever you want. Mix and match whatever you want at Holiday. Thanks, Holiday.
Thank you, Holiday. I wish you were over here, Holiday. I could buy deodorant that actually works.
Did you forget your deodorant?
Yeah, and I bought some at a little store here, and it was a brand I didn't recognize, and obviously it wasn't deodorant, I don't think.
Is it lady deodorant?
Obviously, I like to smell pretty.
I don't think I've ever purchased deodorant at a gas station before. That's an interesting thing. I mean, I'm sure it's available. I've just never done that.
Well, you never lived.
Yeah.
After a situation that,
I'm sure. Well, Chris is also, you've been on the road.
Pack of Magnums and a free.
Bands have to do that.
Was there a
Can I
story
tell
coming?
you?
Yes.
Yeah. So Pete goes to the restroom at this restaurant we were at, and he comes back and he sits down and he looks at me and he goes, I don't think I've ever seen a machine where you could buy a vibrating C-ring.
Jesus.
And you could. A vibrating C-ring.
There's a claw
machine. For a
machine.
man, made for a woman.
There's a claw machine in Deadwood, Chris. Downstairs at Dirty Nellie's, which is perfect. It's named after Tim Nelson.
Yeah.
And so you can, we won a couple Didos, some other stuff. It's just a big variety.
I hope you're not letting Chloe run the claw machine.
She was with Grandpa. She was at the pool with Grandpa. No, and then we went, the bartender didn't think I was funny, though. I walked up with the Dido and asked if she had any AA batteries.
Oh, my God.
I love it. We got to talk these guys into going to Deadwood. We've got to, please.
We could take that town over with listeners. It would be awesome. There's always listeners out there when we go. So anyway, that machine, Chris, where was it?
It was in a bathroom at the restaurant we ate in a tiny town, about 3 mile walk from where I'm sitting right now. And I went in there to check it out. I didn't have enough coins. I would have bought one just to say I bought one. But yes, it was. You know how like they're prophylactic machines. You could get one of those too. But this had vibrating C-rings available just for a few coins.
Adorable.
Did you buy
That's
one?
what I thought. Yeah.
No. He just said that he
didn't have the coins.
Oh.
Yeah. He got distracted, John. Don't worry.
Yeah, sorry.
The Minnesota Vikings are in London to face the Cleveland Browns, 8:30 a.m. Central Time on Sunday, 6:30 pregame with Muss. The Vikings are 2-2. The Browns are 1-3. They are benching Joe Flacco. They are starting rookie Dylan Gabriel. He's 5'11". He's a third rounder this season. You probably remember him. He's a lefty. He'll be the first quarterback ever to make his starting debut outside of the United States. How about this? This is how inept the Browns offense has been so far in the first 4 games. Jerry Jeudy is their leading receiver in terms of yards. What is he averaging per game for yards? He is their leading receiver.
38.
55.
split the difference. 45.5.
Yikes.
Their top receiver through 4 games is averaging 45.5 yards.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett missed practice yesterday. He's listed as day-to-day, so they're saying he's questionable for Sunday. I don't think you have to have official questionable or, out or whatever tags for another day or two.
Friday, yeah.
But I think the team was saying that it's questionable just based on its day-to-day. I don't think that was, quote, officially questionable. Not that it matters. We're nitpicking here, but he's day-to-day. We'll see what happens.
Him not playing would be a huge advantage that this offensive line desperately needs. Like we talked about 15 minutes ago, when your injury report has injured backups on it, that means you're in the injury bug situation. They need Myles Garrett to not play.
Hey, if he does play, and let's just assume that he's going to, one name that we haven't mentioned in about a month is C.J. Ham, who was a full participant yesterday. He's off the short-term IR.
He's in the 21-day window for coming back bit.
Fair to say, fair to say he's going to play. My guess is he wouldn't have made the trip if they didn't think he was going to, unless he's just getting reps in like they're trying to get McCarthy into. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's a handful of guys over there that made the trip that aren't going to play.
Yeah,
but
very timely.
But he's also a full participant, so I'm going to assume C.J. Ham is locked and loaded for Sunday.
That's very timely.
Yeah, they need that.
Absolutely. Because Sunday, just win ugly, get through it, run the ball. That's such a good defense they're facing.
Yeah.
And
their offense is terrible, though. You could win scoring 14 points.
The Vikings defense has been very underwhelming.
Yeah, but they will
in a couple spots.
They'll suffocate that young quarterback.
They should.
Yeah.
They absolutely should, but I think they should have been better last week, too. And if they were better, if they could have slowed down the run, they win that game.
I just can't get over how much better Chris's camera is than the rest of ours.
And it
just drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It's been like
phone,
it's
right?
all week long. Every time we do the side by side, I'm like, man, Chris's is like in 4K, and John looks like he's in a snuff film.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Well, and I'll tell you guys, we all of us, I would guess, have some old iPhones laying around that no longer work for whatever reason, or we replaced them. Let's just bring them in, replace the cameras, hook them up to the Wi-Fi, and use those instead of the cameras they give us. I'm not kidding you. I think that would work. I have 3 old iPhones that probably have better cameras than the one we're using in the studio right now.
I have a lot of burner phones. Don't ask why.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand that.
Most
too.
of it's drugs.
Yeah.
Hey, Hogs, is that the iPad I sold you like 10 years ago?
It is. It still works. Yeah.
That's great.
You wouldn't want to look at it.
Yeah, well, he
sold it to me.
Yeah.
So I was this close to saying, "What about the money I gave you for the classes?"
Yeah,
you
improv.
But I didn't. I didn't.
No,
Yeah,
you're
break
right.
even.
I should have given it to you.
No, it's
That and the
fine.
iPad.
You gave me your love. That's all that mattered.
Yeah.
The Vikings injury report looks like this. Darisaw did not practice, but it was just rest related. They just given him the day off. My guess is he's going to have his hands full on Sunday because that line is beat up. Donovan Jackson is out, but again, we didn't expect him to play until after the bye. Michael Juergens did not practice because of a hamstring. Ryan Kelly did not practice because of the concussion. Of course, McCarthy. Brian O'Neill did not practice because of his knee. Andrew Van Ginkel because of his neck, and Ben Urasek because of his knee as well. So full participants, though, C.J. Ham and Xavier Scott, outside of a knee injury, apparently still a full participant. He looks like he's got something, man. It's hard to tell when a kid like that pops in the preseason. You're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's kind of explosive. He's kind of a nice little change of pace. Yeah. And with Aaron Jones out, it's fun to have Mason have somebody that can actually play behind him.
See what we got.
Yeah, why not?
Little change.
What is the kid's name that we brought back who's been here 3 times now?
Cam Akers.
Cam Akers, yeah.
A little birdie told me we may see a little bit of Cam Akers this weekend.
Is that right?
Sweet, yeah.
Hey, you know how Sauce, a handful, maybe was it yesterday? Did you ask PA, are we going to bring in an offensive lineman, or at some point do we have to address that? Did you see that Cam Robinson got traded for again to the Browns, right?
To Cleveland, yeah.
Yeah, so,
oh, man.
So how crazy would that have been if we just trade for the Cams over and over and over again? Cam Akers, Cam Robinson. Whenever one of our guys goes down, we just throw a 7th rounder at Cam and get back over here.
Pretty sure they traded for him to play right tackle. Which we would need for a couple of games.
O'Neill's not on the IR. Have they discussed the IR, or is that, or are we more optimistic?
I believe KOC said that I think they're optimistic.
I think he'll come back for the Philly game.
So
that would be,
again, perfectly timed bye week.
Yes, correct. As you said,
I
John.
agree completely. I believe that's what we're hearing. Sauce, I think you said it on the money.
Yeah. They need him. They need him badly. Because if he'd been out all year, they would have needed to make a move for somebody like they did last year when Darisaw went out.
Just win this freaking game.
Yeah, they
I heard some things yesterday that I don't think I should say on the air, but our offensive line is going to look completely different than it's ever looked this Sunday.
Yikes.
Completely different. Yeah, there's going to be some magical chairs. That's not the right word. What is the musical chairs?
Or magical.
Well, they could be magical.
Yeah,
well,
the other
hopefully
chair's
they're
magical.
The other thing I think that made it, and again, I'm just frustrated at the loss. I understand that there is adversity, but that's part of life. That's part of the game. It is exceptionally tough, to your point, Paul, that when backups get hurt, that week of practice with the first team is key. And then middle of the game, that changes, not just one position, but two positions. And Donovan Jackson was already out.
I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson.
It will be nice to have this new, Chris, like you said, this new look offensive line actually get reps together before this game.
Which is important, and that is happening as we speak.
Good.
Yes.
No more injuries, though. Please, God.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that when I had, and by the way, if you guys want to see what I look like on television, I'll be on with Jim Rich here at the bottom of this hour just for a moment as he's live right over here. So I'm going to be on TV. It's my big break. It's when I actually get out of this radio business and start doing my true calling, which is pornography. Anyway, we had Jim on yesterday, and I asked him what he knew about the player we were signing and bringing over, and he said he knew he had a passport. I thought that was the best line ever, and I think that had a lot to do with it. You know, yeah, he was available to come over and play for us, and that's why he's here. I'm sure he's here somewhere. I haven't seen him yet. I'm just looking for a huge guy from Watertown. Where's he from?
Something like that.
Cold Spring. He's from Cold Spring.
Cold Spring, yeah.
Yeah. So we brought him over, and we'll see if we are forced to play a guy who got here by plane on Tuesday. Then I think we know we got trouble.
Yep. Yeah. But we need the bye.
We do.
All right. So what time? 6:30.
6:30. I'm going on the TV with him. Yep. That's
all right.
right.
I just flipped it on Channel 9 here. We're gonna monitor the situation. Good. All right. Let's do what really matters when the Power Trip Morning Show returns after this.
Sign to you guys or something like that. Something that only you guys recognize.
How about you flash your T-word?
Well, peel them out.
Flash an actual gang sign. See if they can give you a call. Maybe
you want me to get killed?
No, I want you to be initiated.
Yeah.
No.
Not killed. I want you to be accepted by a group.
I don't think I'm going to do that.
Okay, well.
I'll blow you a kiss, though.
People make choices. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
This is The Fan.
Pack your bags. The Power Trip Morning Show is taking over Las Vegas October 23rd through the 26th. It's live from Tom's Watch Bar with 2 huge football parties and, of course, the live Friday morning broadcast. And the best part, you do Vegas your way. Stay where you want, fly how you want, and party with us in Sin City. Don't miss out. Get all the details at KFAN.com/Vegas.
All right, let's do what really matters because Chris has to be on TV in like 10 minutes with Jim Rich on Channel 9. So let's do scores and stats around the world of sports in between Chris or Hawk or Sauce or Kriesel. Who knows? Somebody will change your life with something else that has nothing to do with sports. I don't know which one of you is doing it. Who's doing it? Sauce?
Good, man. I got this.
Oh, Chris has got it.
Chris has got it. Hell yeah.
Got it.
The Padres beat the Cubs 3-0. That series is now tied at 1.
Man, Manny Machado hit a 2-run home run that almost went out of the stadium. And he also had on like the coolest cleats I've ever seen. They were these like Jordan shoes. They were
He's badass.
outstanding. He's badass.
I love the signs around Coronado says Nato loves Machado.
Yeah, it's the best. Yeah.
What do you like more, shoes or frogs?
Oh, shoes for sure. Yeah.
What really matters is this.
1 in 5 people say they've had sex at a music festival. 38% of them say it was with a stranger. 53% said they did it with a significant other. Boring. Which festival has the most hookups?
Lilith Fair.
Burning Man.
Burning Man, Burning Crank.
Well played.
Corey.
Oh, hey, ask again. Do it again.
Oh, no.
Which festival has the most hookups?
Ribfest in Mankato.
Yeah, Nordo and I got after it.
Yeah, that's why you missed Chris's shows. The two of you were hooking up backstage eating ribs.
I think Ozfest and X-Fest back in the day. That was...
Ozfest was a gong
I heard somebody
show.
yell Lilith Fair.
Yeah.
I heard it. Thank you. That's no Burning Man.
You've
Burning
been
Man.
to Lilith Fair, right, Hogs?
I never got to go. I wish I had. Some of my favorite artists of all time. I never went.
The lady who sings the dog killing song, right?
Yeah, man.
Which is
Luke
what song?
Combs.
Luke Combs.
Yeah, Luke's an amazing singer. She's beautiful. The Wild, they're at Chicago tomorrow night. Final preseason game of the 2025 preseason. Luckily, we can get this behind us, right? Kirill signed. He's healthy. Let's just wrap this thing up. Season opener is a week from tonight at St. Louis. Wow.
I can't quit sniffing my armpits.
Oh, that's awesome.
Did they stink?
Yeah, it's terrible. You ever notice
Do it on
that?
camera.
Like, if they
Let's see
smell-
it.
How's the greenhouse today? Like, is it hot in there or not?
It's in between. Yesterday
Okay.
was cold. The day before it was way too hot. Today the sun is shining on me, and it feels perfect in here. They're taking great care of us. And I have my coconut water with turmeric, which is really good. Really loving my coconut water.
Interesting.
One of the fun things about, one of the million fun things about doing these trips with the Vikings is they have all these great things for the players, like protein bars and energy drinks and coconut waters. And so I try them all just to see which ones I like. And these little honey stingers, caffeinated chewables, they don't have very much caffeine, but it's clean caffeine. I love them. They're delicious. They're like eating gummy bears, only with caffeine in them.
Oh,
and the
interesting.
coconut water that is from Long Beach, California, that they bring with them is freaking awesome. It's C2O coconut water. This one's got ginger, lime, and turmeric in it. I like the one with mango in it a little bit better, but they're delicious. So there you go.
Coconut water in Vegas in the little gift shops is a game changer at
It'll
times.
save your life.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It'll
yeah.
save your life.
But what really matters is this.
Now, Winnie the Pooh leads a ranking of famous bear characters. He's followed by Baloo from the Jungle Book, and Yogi Bear came in third.
Oh.
Sorry, Zach.
Oh,
I'm trying to
sad.
think of better bears. What's a bear that we're forgetting? Animated bear.
Bernstein.
No,
Yeah.
they suck.
No, they're
There's
great.
too many of
Whoa.
them.
What, are they
They're
bears?
great.
I guess they
Yeah.
are. They're the Berenstein Bears. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely bears.
Yeah, they're definitely. Yep. The whole universe is bears.
I'm sorry. The sun's baking my brain.
Coconut water's kicking in.
Coconut water.
Yeah. The Stingers.
The Guardians beat the Tigers 6-1. That series is also tied at 1. You know, until I saw that the Dodgers were moving on, I forgot this was best of 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's for baseball. That feels weird to win 2 games in advance, but the Dodgers did that. But yeah, the Guardians and Padres evened up their series at 1. What really matters is this. By the way, separately, they're not tied at 1-1. The Padres made their series with the Cubs tied at 1, and the Guardians and Tigers are tied at 1.
Well, that's good.
Just to clarify. What really matters, though, is this. Go ahead.
This is something that will require more investigation. But a list of wild wellness hacks shared by celebrities includes the following. Tom Brady drinks lots of water to prevent sunburn. Beyonce does a no solid food diet to lose weight. And the lovely and talented Gwyneth Paltrow inserts jade eggs into her lady bits to increase muscle tone.
What?
Who does that?
Yeah, she
Gwyneth
does all that
Paltrow?
weird
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
because Goop.
Whoa.
That's the website.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's
okay.
that is the reaction.
Yeah. Oh.
And I remember when she
We have
first
cause and
speaking
effect.
of reactions, I remember when she first announced that plan about the jade egg, that the reaction of the Twin Cities was just that guy.
Rosie. Didn't Hawk buy one of her vagina candles?
Carly did.
Her company Goop was fined $145,000 in 2018 for making false advertising claims about vaginal eggs and other wellness products, as the claims lacked scientific backing.
Oh.
The products made of jade and rose quartz were advertised as balancing hormones, regulating periods, and increasing bladder control. But prosecutors allege these claims were false and unsubstantiated.
Sauce.
Yeah?
If I buy a jade egg,
Yeah.
Will you keister it?
how much?
To keister it? For how long?
Whatever my liking is.
Then you can turn around and fire it at him like a t-shirt gun.
Yeah.
Till he's finished.
Until I'm finished sketching you, I want to draw you.
Are you asking me because the guy that's normally here on Thursday would do it for free?
He'd pay me.
Yeah,
Can I
correct.
ask the obvious question? Isn't there danger you can't fish those sumbitches back out of there?
I would think so. I think that
I would think so,
I
too.
would think then some doctor has to suction cup it out of there.
Yeah, I would guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Doctor?
It depends on how muscular it is, I suppose. If that thing was beaten up, then it might be stuck in there.
The WNBA finals start tomorrow night in Las Vegas. We should probably go cover that.
Yeah, we should.
The links aren't in it, but I mean, it is Phoenix versus Vegas for all the marbles. Why are we not in Vegas
why are we
covering
not
that?
going?
I mean, I'm not going to the games, but I still want to
What
get
are
the
we doing with
vibe.
those marbles?
Ooh.
Sauce,
Selling them.
how much a giant marble?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not putting...
I'm going to pay you.
That doesn't matter. It's not worth the money
I'll
to put
pay
in
you.
my...
As long as you pay
bond.
for my canvas that I'm painting you on.
What?
What really matters is this.
All right, I'm going to tell you one that I thought I probably shouldn't tell you, but I'm going to anyway. One of the wellness hacks comes from Kourtney Kardashian. Her doctor told her that drinking that stuff 4 times a week would help her with her fertility.
Do you have any idea how much Kourtney Kardashian's significant other paid that doctor to say that?
Man. Octomom must have drank a ton of it.
And Tommy Olsen's pregnant.
Wow. Brilliant.
Getting out of that hole and then eventually going into to score.
Rosie, relax.
Mark.
Please.
Mark, please.
Oh, my gosh.
Freaking Rosie.
Tommy, we need to talk.
Yeah,
It's not going to work.
Are we allowed
No
to
matter-
simulcast your appearance on
Yeah, we
Channel
are.
9? We're just going to, let's simulcast
Oh.
it.
Yeah, we should do that.
Let's
I gotta
time
get
this
over
out.
there.
When do you have to get over there?
Right now.
All right, why don't you get over there now?
I want to look pretty. I
We'll-
don't smell good.
We'll just bob and weave until we see you on TV. Then we'll pull up the audio and listen to see how well you crush it overseas on TV with Jim
That
Rich.
sounds great. I'm going to turn this down
All right.
and I'm going to walk over there.
All right, there he goes. Simulcast. Let's see. Our cameras are the worst. Chris's camera is the second
outstanding.
best, and then Channel 9's is going to be off the charts. So we just keep. It's like the evolution scale.
So I have a question for you guys. Have you brought this up directly to the corner office, or do you guys just talk about it?
Both.
Beyond.
Both.
Yep, both.
No,
and
not
beyond.
even here.
True.
Yeah. No, not even far beyond.
Yeah, and that hasn't helped either. That's Flash, by the way.
Brought up the numbers and everything else.
We'll have to tell Flash to hold on because we got to get this thing simulcasted. There, hang on a second here. And the
Just have him join.
and the phone
Oh,
doesn't work. Okay, whatever. I'll just text him.
he can just join via phone
You could
from
for
the
a
lobby.
second.
Is he in the lobby?
Yeah. I'll send someone soon. Cool. All right.
Cool.
So how's it going, guys?
You know
It's
what's-
going great.
You know what's worse than our cameras here, Core? The coffee. It's terrible.
It's not good.
It's not great.
It's not good.
It's not a good.
As Paul's over here just butt funneling it.
I wouldn't do that to the coffee.
Oh, my God.
Well played.
You know, you just mentioned how often do we complain about cameras. I think we complain about the coffee just as often.
Yeah.
It's always fun. Like, who is? Oh, Bill Guerin. Bill Guerin walked in last Friday, and he's like, I go, do you need anything? During the break, and he's like, a cup of coffee would be awesome. I'm like, oof.
Yeah.
Best of luck, buddy.
Yeah, good luck.
Wouldn't do
Best of
that
luck.
to you, Mr. Guerin.
He seems like a
prison
guy's guy. He was
the
fine
best.
with it.
He was outstanding.
I still need to rewatch that Initials because I have not.
He was super funny.
He was great.
Yeah. Called Marnie borderline arrogant.
Yeah. it was
Sarcastically, but it was still awesome.
Yeah.
outstanding.
She needs to get rough talked here and there.
Yeah, he also thinks Paul's a savant.
Yeah, he does.
All right, I think they're about to throw to Chris because here's Tom Butler. Remember our friend Tom Butler?
Oh, yeah.
Used to be on with him all the time. I think he does like Butler's business now. He does business news.
We got to do weather on the 9s first. Oh, wait, no, it's on the 1s.
It's not even close to the
I
nines.
think Hawk did the 1s in Denver.
Huck loves
How
the
good?
ones.
How good do our weather people have it? Look, at Keith Marler's just glowing because the forecast is fantastic.
Yeah, it's like San Diego, except
Yeah.
hot.
Yep, 67 right now.
And
It's
they
supposed to be,
have
what, 80
How
something?
about next week?
they
It's
have
gonna
a
be
baseball team that spends money too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hawk has his phone like away from, but you can actually see him and Jim getting ready to go.
Yep, see that? Yeah, there's Jim Rich.
Cottage Grove is the coolest in the metro right now. It's 63 degrees.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah.
Gotta warm up here.
It looks like the picture that, it's gone now. But the picture on KFAN.com/watch of Jim and Hawk looked like they were about to kiss.
Maybe
because it froze right when they were looking at each other.
It was actually, there was some tension there.
Yeah.
Are you just reading Tommy's teleprompter?
He gets a teleprompter?
That's about exactly what he would have said. Are they going to French?
Yeah.
It keeps freezing at very interesting times.
Like that
it really
one.
does, yep.
It looks like maybe, is that Jim talking to the camera here?
How do you guys feel like we're doing on tap dancing?
I think we're doing great.
I mean, we're
Decent.
talking.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
don't
do you
think it's
remember Kyle
interesting.
Hinton?
Well, no. Well, hey, no, yeah, the name, no. But the name sounds familiar. Man, so many inside jokes.
So many.
We just can't stop.
No. I wish there were more episodes of Task. I love that show.
3 more to go.
Oh my
gosh.
It's so good.
They bumped him down to the fourth segment of the C block.
No, it's after the government
What does that
shutdown.
mean?
What's more important, the government shutting down or the Vikings and Browns? Let's go.
The
Come on,
government
Channel 9.
shutting down?
Yeah, the government
You're
shut
fine.
down.
You live in Edina.
Yeah. I
Try
just call
living in
John if
Edina.
I need anything.
Just have hot ass
explains.
Randy come over.
What I love when I get a text from Paul, he's like, explain this to me like I'm 5.
And you do, because you're my buddy. No votes. For what? What are we voting on?
On the continuing
give me some of that.
resolution to fund the U.S. government.
I want some of that money.
Look at all that printing money.
That's like when we go to
Do
the
they do-
casino.
Do they do tours of like the money printing place?
What? You
The
would go to
Mint?
that, wouldn't
I
you?
absolutely would.
I
Watch
would
it get-
not. That sounds boring.
Watch money getting printed?
Printing? Hawk froze again. Printing?
It's tough, man. Again, it's sometimes when you travel, you want to get a piece of the culture, you want to learn, but there's a level of learning that I'm not interested in, which is weird because my wife, when we travel, she likes to really get into the culture and history. And I'm like, can we dabble in learning but focus on the fun? I'll dabble. I don't want to go on a field trip,
Yeah, I
like
don't
a
wanna-
full-on school field trip. Not interested in
I don't want
traveling
to
like
read
that.
plaques.
No, and if you're reading
Not
plaques,
enough on my teeth.
you're reading them while you're walking, right? Let's keep moving.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice plaque. What else do we got?
Where can we gamble?
Well said.
Yeah, thank you.
Well
you and I,
said.
when we were on our honeymoon, we just wandered drinking and going into casinos.
Yeah. No learning. Right? We learned what it cost for a frozen margarita, but we already knew that.
I'll be honest, I never did.
Oh, man.
Where's Hogs?
I don't know. We're going to tap dance. Who cares?
Yeah.
It's got to be like after this.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, Fargo Flash is just downstairs waiting, locked out.
That's all right. His team's going to get beat by 35.
What's the spread?
23 and a half, give or
and
take.
They give up 5 points a game.
Hell yeah.
Man, it would be sweet. Just once. Just do it.
The last time they did it was
have a
25
quarterback.
years ago.
Yeah, we have a quarterback now.
Oh,
though.
gosh.
Yeah, but so does Texas.
All right, now the security concerns after a man posed as a student. This is the White
Bear.
This is
the White Bear
so
Lake story.
ridiculous.
Where was it?
White Bear.
Go Bears.
Why? Currently, White Bear Lake High School and many other school districts require a birth certificate, driver's license, or utility bill and immunization records from enrollees. Now, State Representative Elliot Engine wants all districts to have the same standards for identity verification.
I think that this is White Bear Lake potentially trying to save face and shield themselves from a lawsuit, because if they had done everything right, I doubt that this would have happened, because it doesn't seem to be happening anywhere else.
So this is the suspect in the White Bear Lake case.
I
He has
mean,
been identified as 22.
He supposedly tried to get into Forest Lake, too, or what is it, Forest Lake, or something? Stillwater.
And White Bear Lake let him in.
Police say they are pursuing more criminal charges.
Get
against
to the
him
gym.
related to fraud.
Yeah,
forgery,
I've never heard
and
that song.
Wait, get to the gym, Rich? Or are you telling that 22-year-old kid to get to the gym because you want your sports teams in White Bear Lake to be better?
I mean, it would. Oh, here we go.
Go lift
in
weights.
London. Yeah, the Browns are shaking things up under center. QB Joe Flacco is out. And the plan here, the team plans to start rookie QB Dylan Gabriel. Jim Rich live north of London this morning with what the team is up to as we inch closer to the weekend. Good morning, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
There's Chris.
Good morning, guys. We got a great guest with us, the star of the Power Trip Morning Show. And also, he's part of the Viking broadcast. And people don't know this job that you have, Chris. Can you share a little bit about how you get to travel with the Vikings every single week?
Sure. I'm the road producer for the radio broadcast. So I go to every road game, and I have for about 15 years. And it's the best job of all time, especially for somebody who stopped growing in the 6th grade but loved the NFL. So, yeah, I get to go to every road game, including this long road trip. We were in Ireland, obviously, last week, and now we're in jolly old London. And it's a great job. Basically, if you've seen on television or in the movie, somebody says, roll camera 8, slide to camera 6. I do that only for radio. So I'm in the booth with Paul Allen and Pete Bursich, and we have Ben Lieber down on the sidelines, and we broadcast it all over the Vikings Radio Network.
All right. So you've been on these international trips before, but this is the first time where the team has had to stay and spend a whole week trying to prepare. Have you noticed anything different? Do you think this is doable in the future? Or do you think this is like, okay, this is a long time for everybody to be over here?
Yeah, we had Roger Goodell on the pregame with PA on Sunday from Dublin. And this is definitely an experiment. And they use the Vikings primarily because we travel so well. We had everything in kind of in order for to make this possible. It's tough, but the second week, actually, I think it's a little bit easier. You get into a groove. You have your practice. You have a regular week instead of traveling during the week. So I think this is going to happen. I think this will be a better week for us this week when it comes to that.
All right. I know you're not in the meeting,
sure,
but how do you feel this team is feeling right now with the injuries and trying to get guys over here? We joked about that. Well, he got a passport so we could get him on the team.
Yeah, right. It's tough. I mean, obviously this offensive line is going to look completely different this weekend. We're going to have to find ways to protect. I think it's great that we get CJ Hamp back. That's going to help a lot. So we're going to have to find ways to keep that great defense from getting to our quarterback and give him some time to throw the ball.
All right. How about that? This guy's good. This guy's good. By the way, they're on the Power Trip. They're streaming right here. So we got double exposure there.
Yeah.
How about that? That was something. Chris, thank you so much for doing this. And games always sound great. And this is the reason why.
Thank you. Good day.
Jimmy, I used to do that years ago with hockey and the guys way back when. Remember that, Chris? The old days?
I do remember very well. Yeah, we missed you.
Good stuff.
Come back.
Yeah, no, hello. That's it. You're doing great. You guys are doing great.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Thanks, Hawk, and thank you, Jim. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, guys. All right.
Yeah, Tom Butler. There he is.
Yeah, that was sweet.
You know, we used to do, again, those hits with Tom Butler and Alex Kendall. And Chris used to really like doing the hits with Alex Kendall.
He loved it. Loved it.
Really seemed to like it. All right, he did it. That was pretty good.
That was great.
Good job,
that was
man.
great tap dancing.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, more of what really matters after this. We'll get Fargo Flash up the elevators. And Chris, we'll check back in from England after this Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
Get ready to laugh out loud. Comedian Kelsey Cook is hitting the Fitzgerald Theater on October 4th. The early show, it's already sold out. But don't worry, you can grab tickets for the 8:30 show while they last. It's going to be a night of nonstop fun you will not want to miss. Enter for your chance to win a pair of tickets today on the KFAN contest page. It's KFAN.com. Keyword contest to enter today.
She was on our show yesterday. She's awesome.
So
She's
good.
at the Fitzgerald on Saturday in St. Paul, Minnesota, across the river. So Rosie won't be there.
I mean, yeah, I know.
Well, she's an actress. Chris is in England. Fargo Flash joins the show. Justin continues. Hi, Justin.
How are you guys doing?
Justin, Chris, Justin.
Yeah.
Look who I got, guys.
Let's see here.
Ben Lieber's here.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Ben.
Hi, guys. It's so good to hear from you.
Ben, I'm trying to read between the lines. I follow you on social media. You seemed underwhelmed by Stonehenge. True or false?
That's true.
Oh, man.
That's true. Yeah, I don't want to offend anybody that's
Pagans.
here in England and all the pagans around the world.
Sure, yeah.
But listen, the problem is social media and pictures. Because it's just like Mount Rushmore. And again, I'm offending all of my South Dakotans that you see all the pictures and then you get to it and you're still about a quarter of a mile away and you're like, this is it?
Yeah.
Like I got to put 25 cents in these binoculars to get a closer look. That's it?
Yeah.
So had you not ever seen a picture before of Mount Rushmore and you got up to it, you're like, damn, that's impressive, right? Same thing with Stonehenge. You've seen every picture, every close-up. You've known all the history. So you walk up, and you still are within like 25 yards of it. So you're close. But you're like, yeah, it's a bunch of stones.
So how long were you there?
15 minutes.
Oh, man.
You went 3 hours for 15 minutes.
Well, it was 2 hours. I mean, it was the first stop on a whole road trip. So
Okay.
you know, if I was going there just for that, then I would have slapped myself in the face. But no, the whole idea, because I had heard the same thing. They're like, yeah, prepared to be a little underwhelmed when you get there, and I was. And then I just got in my car and then I drove to Bath, England, which is the most beautiful place I've ever been. And then I went to the Roman baths.
Oh yeah.
Go on.
Oh yeah.
Go on.
Calm
And
down,
then I did some more sightseeing and spent the night, all that stuff. It was good times.
Did you take a bath?
No, here's the funny thing, guys, and I will admit this publicly. So I was told by a friend of mine, one of the producers, Cece at Twin Cities Live, and she's like, "You need to go to the Roman baths. It's the coolest thing ever, and the city of Bath is amazing." So I'm like, "Okay, I'll put it on my list of things to do." So I really thought it was sort of like the Icelandic hot springs.
Yeah, right.
So I brought a pair of swim trunks.
Yeah, right.
What color?
Calm down.
Jeez. He's getting text from Tommy.
Actually, Zach, it was just a fig leaf.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I tried to do as the Romans did, you know?
Yeah, right.
And so in my backpack, I did have a pair of swim trunks, and then I get there, I'm like, nobody's swimming. This is not a place you swim. This is a place where you just like, you look, you observe, you walk through the ruins, you learn the history, which is fascinating.
Sure.
Because it really is a thermal spring that is underneath the ground. And it's still bubbling today. But anyway, yeah, I was slightly embarrassed that I actually had my swim trunks with me.
You're like Randy Quaid in Vegas Vacation pulling up to the dam, right?
Yeah.
Looking for bait.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's great, man. I wish you had actually just shown up with your sunscreen on wearing your fig leaf. That'd have been great.
Flash, you're a world traveler of sorts, right?
On my nose.
At times, yeah.
Have you been to Stonehenge or the outskirts of London?
I've been to London a couple different times, but I've never been outside the main metro, I guess, of there. So,
well,
good job for Ben to get out and have an adventure.
Yeah, looks like these two are finding stuff to do.
Yeah, you kind of have to, right?
Hey, Ben.
Yeah, unfortunately, where we stay is beautiful, but it is in the middle of nowhere. So you will drive yourself crazy if all you did was sit in your hotel room.
Well, you mentioned you drove. So you're driving your car on there then?
I did. I went to Stansted Airport, which is about 30 minutes away. I rented a car just like we would in the States, and it's very easy. You just present your, U.S. driver's license, and they're like, there you go. And then they give you your keys to your car, and then you just, there's no instruction.
Yeah.
You know what I kept doing wrong, which was crazy.
Running over pedestrians?
Yeah. Texting and driving?
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Like, I was 10-2 clinched up the whole time because I was just so worried about like your instincts taking over and wanting to go like on the other side of the road or something. But the thing is, like, every time I got in and out, I would reach for my seatbelt on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Every time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, for sure. For a day and a half, I kept going like reaching like this. I'm like, then I'd get done. I'd want to unbuckle and like unbuckle from like my right hip, and I'm like, oh, that's not over there, it's over here. Like, it was, everything about it like was complete opposite, and it just messed with your brain the whole time.
So have you and Flash been texting to bet on college football this weekend?
Yes,
all morning.
We have. Yes, all
what do
morning.
we got, Flash?
It's kind of a boring weekend, and it's and we've had some epic weeks. We have we have a big game, Vanderbilt at Alabama, which I think on paper we would say in the old days what a 40-point blowout, but Vanderbilt is a team that's been turned around. They have that quarterback, Diego Pave, who's one of the better-known quarterbacks right now and kind of just gunslinger type of guys. They're 5-0. They're at Alabama. Game day's there. If you go back a year ago, this was the big upset where Vanderbilt beat Alabama at Alabama. In leading up to the game, Nick Saban was quoted as saying, there's no easier place to play in college football than Vanderbilt, which again was, locker room material. But where Ben and I landed throughout the evening was number 3 Miami is at number 18 Florida State. So if you go back to when I was growing up, this was the game of the year, right? This was like they call it the Florida State Championship, and these were usually 1 versus 2, and these kids were all recruited to these schools, but they chose different paths, but they played high school against each other. It's the first time in 9 years where both teams are actually ranked. So that shows you how these programs have fallen, and now they're back up. And what I like is the home team. So the home team is actually a 4.5 point underdog. So they have 4.5 points, and Ben's taking Miami. So I'm taking Florida State.
And I will throw this out there. I mean, Justin's being very gracious because he sent me a text.
Well, I'm getting killed too, by the way.
Listen, I felt like I was like that last year, and I had to claw myself back to something respectable. But the thing is, you sent me what you liked was the exact opposite. You liked Miami. And so I was like, I don't know. I don't know about taking Florida State, even though they're at home. So I sent you 2 other picks, and I was like, what do you think about these games? And then you came back and you said, I'll just take Florida State, you take Miami. So you flip-flopped because we couldn't really agree. So you're being a little gracious right now, so I appreciate that.
Well, this is one of those weeks, and you can look at a lot of the people picking against the spread. People are kind of split, right? As you look at the big games, there's really no major favorites where everyone's betting on. But I think that's one of the toss-up games. So I could go either way, and I think at this point in the year in a big rivalry, the home field does matter. But there's some fun games. Mississippi State, which I think is a program on the rise. They play at Texas A&M. They're getting 14 points, and A&M's number 6 in the country. And so again, as you think of the upsets that are looming in college football, that's maybe an upset. Texas Tech is going on the road to an undefeated Houston team. That's a potential upset. I think the upset that happens this week in college football is number 4 Iowa State, 5-0. Travels to Cincinnati, 3-1, a really good Cincinnati team that happened to lose a game late in the year at Nebraska when they had that game won. They are a home favorite against a number 14 team, an undefeated team in the country. I'll take Cincinnati to win, although it's not an upset, but I think upsetting a number 14 team is a big deal. So I think that one is one of the games that's on the radar this week.
Yeah. What about the giant upset that's brewing at the Horseshoe? You're not going to mention that at all?
Do we have to?
Yeah.
I mean,
let's go.
Don't lose the faith now. We don't lose faith, you son of a bitch.
I was telling these guys as I go in, and so this is a rare opportunity. So as you break this down a little bit, you go back, and I was hoping Tommy could be here today, and I told Tommy this last night. You very rarely have a chance to play a top 5 team. How many times in Tommy's 4-year playing career did he play a top 5 ranked team for Minnesota?
I'll say once.
0.
0 times?
I had a chance. I played a top 5 team twice. I played a number 3 Michigan team. We got crushed. I played a number 4 Ohio State team with Eddie George. We got crushed. So the idea of playing a number 1 ranked team actually hasn't happened since I think Jerry Kill took the Gophers there in, I believe, 2016 and kept it pretty competitive and lost 28-14. But this is an Ohio State team that's just loaded. So when Meat Sauce was asking when I walked in, where are they special? Well, they're really special everywhere. They have, they're a defending national champion, number 1 in the country, despite losing their coordinators, losing a bunch of players, went into the portal, went and grabbed, Matt Patricia for a defensive coordinator. So they're just loaded. Defensively, the number 1 ranked defense in the country. They got guys all over the board. They got, 2 first-round draft picks in the secondary, and so they're going to be they're a tough defense. That being said, Washington did do a little bit and put up a couple of field goals there. And then offensively, they got a quarterback right now and who was an Alabama recruit, goes to Alabama, 5-star kid, highest completion percentage in the country. And then, of course, the number 1 player in college football is Jeremiah Smith, their wide receiver. And he's the best one, but there's 2 that flank him that are super good too. So it's a really tough weekend for the Golden Gophers.
So my guess is you've seen this flash, but I want to throw this out to the group because this is kind of fascinating. The Ohio State quarterback is named Julian Sayin. He is very, very good, right? Highly touted.
I'm just saying.
He's just saying. Something called Josh Pate. You familiar with Josh Pate?
I'm not.
Josh Pate, I guess, follows college football, and he posted his own personal rankings of the top 10 Big Ten quarterbacks, and Julian Sayin was number 2. Drake Lindsay was not in the top 10, right? Ooh. This guy, Quincy Avery, apparently renowned quarterback trainer. He has trained Jalen Hurts, C.J. Stroud, Jordan Love. He worked with Max Brosmer. I guess he's a big deal, right? His job is to train quarterbacks.
Yeah.
He responded to the tweet that Josh Pate posted, saying, quote, "I'm willing to bet a good chunk of change that a top 3 quarterback in the Big Ten isn't on this list right now. Drake Lindsey is so much better than anyone understands. I truly and honestly believe he's going to be a round 1 pick when it's all said and done."
Wow.
Yeah, honestly, the talent is there. And I think the reason why he's not, they actually did a ranking of the 76 FBS quarterbacks, Power 4 quarterbacks yesterday on ESPN. I think he was ranked like 35-ish, right behind Arch Manning, actually. But it's because he just hasn't played that much. And, the Cal game didn't really do a lot for him. He played well, but the team didn't play well. And so that loss kind of becomes a little bit of just a flag. But if you look at what he did last week, I think that's just more to come. And part of it, they have that. There's nothing else. There's no running attack. The offensive line has struggled. But Drake Lindsey is an elite talent, as PJ would say. But just his numbers last week, 31 of 41, 3 touchdowns and 324 yards. And it's just not... It's not 31 completions. It's like precision throwing, and you guys saw it. This team's it was the largest home comeback since I was playing the game in 1992. We were down by 14 to Illinois in 1992. We came back.
That's the biggest we've come back in 30 years.
That's the biggest home comeback that we've had in 32 years.
Wow!
And it's because when you're down 14-0 early, and it looked like we were left for dead, he has an explosive play, 76-yard play to Jalen Smith, the largest play for the Gophers in Huntington Bank Stadium history. But it's because he took the team on his shoulders. I mean, and when you needed to make a play, he made it. And again, it's a huge throw that he made, showed tremendous arm strength. So arm strength, accuracy, huge frame, 6'5", 235 pounds. He has all the tools. I think the question's going to be the talent around him. A lot needs to happen. You got to give him time. You got to have the receivers making plays. Receivers didn't make plays the first 3 weeks. They made plays last week. So the first 3 weeks we saw drop balls, and so I think the potential is there, and I think he is left off that list. I don't know if he's top 3 right now, but I can see him progressing there.
By the way, this Sports Illustrated article points out, too, right, that a decade ago, ESPN's Todd McShay said Mitch Leidner was a future first-round pick.
And I think we won money.
It was a year after Carson Wentz was a first-round pick.
But there were a lot of people that said that put a lot of undue pressure on Mitch because he was never really a first-round projection except for on McShay's list. Yeah. So I wonder if hopefully this is a nice little piece of motivation for Lindsey that he's not on some dude's top 10 list. Yeah. How many teams are there in the Big Ten now? Like 90?
21. Do you know what? Do you know who leads the team in rushing for Ohio State?
Guillermo del Toro.
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson is the kid's name.
How is he still eligible?
Yeah, they run like 3 or 4 different running backs. They got Carnell Tate's their backup wide receiver, their number 2 guy. He honestly is the number 1 receiver in like the other 132 teams in college football. And Julian Sayin is again elite talent. So and again, he's also a redshirt freshman. So he spent the year like Drake did a year ago, watching and waiting and wondering why. But he is the real. They're both the real deal. So this is one of those games.
Everybody was thinking that.
It's hard not to.
This is
my legacy.
This is just one of those games where if you look at PJ Fleck versus Ohio State just a couple years ago, similar situation. You go to the Horseshoe, it's 37-3.
Ben, have you seen much of Ohio State this year?
I have not. No. I know that they're very good.
Didn't you see them play against Tennessee in the first game?
Texas.
Yeah.
Texas.
The first game.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched them since.
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing if you go back to that game, guys. How did they only beat Texas 14-7?
I know.
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
Right? I should have destroyed them.
So you're saying the Gophers keep it close, but we lose? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I have 2 different ways to think about this. I think if one of the things you got to be super careful this week is when are you willing to go out and try to get after the quarterback? And if you sell out and get pressure on Julian Sayin, which is difficult to do, I think he's been sacked 1 time this year.
Jeez.
So if you do it, where you got to be careful is now you're in man coverage with 3 of the top wide receivers in the country, including the best player in the country. So you got to place your bets when least expected to actually have it pay off. But I think you're going to see a Minnesota team probably sit back and try to keep everything in front of them and try to slow the game down. You also on offense have to win through Drake Lindsey. So PJ Fleck, we know, would like to slow the game down, control the clock. It's just not going to be a chance. This is a team that's not going to let you rush on them. And again, this is a little bit of a different opponent than we had with last week with Rutgers, where I think we put up 40 rushing yards. So my football mind, when I look at all the data and I look at the body of work by both teams, a Gopher defense that's kind of been a bend but don't break, an offense that, can't run, but when Drake's on, run. My football mind says Ohio State 37, Minnesota 3. But but this week I'm actually going to go with my heart.
Wow.
I think you're going to flip the score or what?
I think it is a big change. I think because of it's been 25 years since Ron Johnson, I believe, took his team to the Horseshoe and made.
Wait, Ron played?
Ron played for the Gophers. Yep. If you didn't know,
he did.
Follow him on Twitter.
Like the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
He did.
Same team.
He played for a little bit.
I didn't know that.
Yep. He was pretty good, little wide receiver. But this is one of those games, Hawk, where I think you just got to believe that. Like I said before, what an amazing opportunity.
It's a great opportunity.
You get to go and play in front of 107,000 fans.
In front of these fans.
You get to go in front of NBC primetime game of the week. Everyone in college football at 6:30 is going to tune in, right?
If this freaking game bumps back the Saturday Night Live debut, I'm going to be so pissed. Can we wrap this up in under 4 hours?
Dude.
I think they might go away from it at halftime.
Yeah, so it could be run.
Hey, Saucerton.
Yes, sir.
You're the only one that I could probably ask this question to. Well, not the only one. I just can't ask Justin this question. So Ohio State, you probably have it in front of you, is favored by 23.5.
Yes, sir.
Where are you on that?
Well, I think it's tough because, as we've talked about all week, is when he gets in this situation, whether it's the right answer or the wrong answer, I don't know. I'm not a coach. They play not to get beat 55-0. They run the ball like they have the lead.
It's an easy bet.
But after listening to Justin off the air, I would take Ohio State and the points.
Wait. What's he saying off the air?
Don't you give away his secret. What are you doing?
No, not Consemius. Justin, the guy that I bet with.
Oh, so
different guy.
Justin, your pants.
Justin Guard, who works for the Gopher Radio Network, he's also saying 80-0.
No, Justin.
A different Justin.
Justin.
And what's his last name?
Steve.
Justin Steve.
Yeah, Justin Steve.
your butt.
Where does he live?
Where does he live?
Sure.
I don't know. I've never met him in person. We just text.
But you were talking to him off air.
Yeah, on my phone.
Got it.
Can you? Let's see what Justin says. What's your final score, Justin? Come on, you're giving it to us.
I think what's going to happen here is there's a little bit of locker room material. If you go back and watch the Ryan Day press conference, the head coach of Ohio State, it was very clear in watching it. He watched the film. He doesn't believe.
He doesn't believe.
He thinks there's. He kept saying, historically, Minnesota's a tough program. Historically, those are tough players. But he's watching the body of work. So that's a challenge to the Minnesota players. I think what just like Meat Sauce says, you do enough to just kind of hang around. And last week, Washington hung around. Washington's within a possession with 13 minutes left in that game. It's 14-6 Ohio State. As elite as they are. So Minnesota hangs around, keeps it within a possession.
Sing it to me.
And then Drake Lindsay finds Jalen Smith for a deep post late in the game. Minnesota 17, Ohio State 14.
We held them to 14 points.
It worked. Oh, you got me there. Thank you.
Gotta go with your heart, guys, don't you?
Yeah.
Right, Ben?
Thank you. You got me with deep post.
Hey. Man, this guy needs a bath. We're going back to Rome.
Sauce. Good teams win, great teams cover.
Exactly.
And the Gophers are going to do both. They're going to stay within 23.5.
What's the money line? What's the money line? Let's get after the money line.
Let me look.
I think the Gophers they're plus 1,200 according to ESPN.
Good thing we're in a greenhouse, man.
The Ohio State Buckeyes are minus 3,000 on the money line.
Man.
Oh, man.
Take the Gophers in 23.5 every time. No chance they beat us by more than that. Every time. $100, we'll do it right now.
Sure.
23.5 points. Are you crazy? No way. No way.
I'd gladly lay the 23.5.
Hey, Hawk.
I can't be a part of it.
And the Dragon.
Yeah.
Hey, Hawk, if during the break you could wipe the camera off.
Oh, and then mail it to Zach.
Gross.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'll scoop that up, put it in the petri dish.
All right, the news is next. Ben and Chris are in England. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
That was great.